had to delete footage again. I will, Jesus. I will be going and buying a new SD card at some point, but that some point is not right now. So basically, time travel me here. This is gonna be very confusing, I know. I am actually halfway through filming the second part of this video that I do, you know, to put it all together, whatever. My creative process. But I can't get comfortable, and this is just like a whole thing. But, I am here to warn you that the topics discussed in this video are obviously super not great, and also, super not great. Let me reorient. If you are in a place in your life right now where you cannot handle the topic of alcohol and ego death, and honestly, there goes my entire audience. I don't know anyone that's in a place to handle that. Jesus. But just don't watch. It's not like, I keep it very lighthearted, but also I just don't. You know yourself better than anyone, so don't watch this if you're in a really rough place. I don't want to add to that. This life is hard enough. Don't need to make you spiral even more out of control, so there you go. Also, vomit is talked about, and I know people have emetophobia, and that's like a really serious thing because I used to have it. I don't have it anymore, but I used to, and I don't want anyone to freak out about that either, so there you go. Those are your trigger warnings, you little fucking snowflake. I titled this one, Me Being a Cunt. It's true though, I was on one. Haha. Yeah, I wear my sunglasses inside, biatch. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's stupid. I don't like it. It's too posery. It's too much. It's too pompous. It's too pretentious. I could go on. What other P words do you like? How about, don't say penis. I wasn't gonna say penis. But yeah, no, please, right out the gate, go ahead. Introduce yourself, right? Fuck me. Okay, I so will then. Hi everybody, I'm the other one of her better half. Hi everybody. I am kind of in a phase in my life right now where I am either really, really high and stoned, and like just so high on life, or really, really pissed off and crying. And it's not like a sad cry, a little bit of a sad cry. It's like an angsty, angry, sobbing profusely. So those are my two vibes I got going on right now. I do feel like I could angsty cry at any given moment. And also, I don't know why. I just have had this burning anger in me for so long, and it just is what it is. But instead of trying to like push it down and finally just being like, whatever, it's just gonna be what it is, and that's fine. I can be pissed and angry and angsty. Trying not like hard not to take it out on other people, but like other people fucking suck and I'm perfect, so it's really hard. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm actually doubling down on that. Other people fucking suck. I have a little bit of time before I'm going to lunch with my friends. Yeah. I have friends. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Nice robe, screenager. Oh, you noticed. You kind of look like shit, though. Don't dress up or anything. Oh, yeah, no, I look like total shit in my flower uppity shirt. I'll make sure I dress up for you more next time. The fuck, dude? The fuck? Also, I know I don't really like to do like a black sort of look for this one, or like if I'm wearing white, I want to do a darker side to be like my own yin to my yang. But today I'm overcompensating for my depression, and so I'm doubling down with the white robe and the flower shirt. Suck it. So, there's so many things that I would like to chat to you about today, but I think the main one that I'm gonna talk about, or the two that I'm gonna talk about, are ego death and alcohol. Wow! Well, aren't you just a bouquet of roses? If the roses were all fucking dead. Fun, right? Yay! Who else is excited? Cool. So, first of all, I want to go, they kind of correlate. I don't know if I can like bridge the gap between them. I'm gonna try my darndest, and if not, they're gonna be totally two separate subjects, and you're just gonna have to fucking live with it, okay? Maybe I should wear the glasses. I don't know, they're kind of fun. Also, I'm trying to decide how to get like comfy-ish when I talk to you about this. Is this better? Is this better for you guys? How's this for you guys? Is this fine? I don't know. I'm like sitting on a pillow in a really chalant way. Like it's so chalant. I can't even do it. Okay. So, I have been sober for like a month. No one get their panties in a twist, okay? Many reasons for that. I have had issues with alcohol in the past. This is very vulnerable, by the way. Also, this is a video that I've already recorded talking about alcohol as a substance. Alcohol is a substance, oh smart one. What else would it be? And it deleted the entire thing. Or no, I filmed it in slow-mo. That's what it was. You can imagine. Oh, you can imagine I was livid. Livid, if you will. Also, don't give me shit. Don't Visco girls my ass. It is big and it is hydrating, just like me. I can't wink for shit. Let's not talk about it. But, I don't want to hear a fucking word out of anyone's mouth about that, okay? About my... It's not even a Yeti or a Stanley. It's a SLM, slim. Ooh, she's skinny. She's so skinny and bitchy. Anyway, alcohol. I have recently been going through a death in my life. And it is just... Oh, I've already talked about this so many times. I think it's something that I'm going to continue to talk about because I think that the topic of death is so very necessary to talk about in the human condition and experience, and I don't like the way that it is broached a lot of the time. I don't agree with it. I don't like that it's like one of those things, okay, tangent, and then I'm going to go back to booze. Don't you worry, babe. We'll get there. We always get there. But I don't like that it's like a thing where it's like you're allowed to feel your feelings for like a month-ish, give or take, and then once like the funeral's over or the celebration of life or like whatever, everyone's just like, okay, and back to life as you know it. Are you fucking kidding me? Life will never be the same as I know it. And I'm just supposed to act and pretend like it's all fine and dandy. I understand that life goes on. Life does go on until it doesn't, okay? Until an asteroid comes and like smashes into the earth and we're all fucked. And I'm praying for that day so soon. As a humanity, we're done. I'm over it. Not even in like a crazy way. I'm just like, girl, like seriously, our time passed. Anyway, so yeah, I don't agree with the way that we do death as a society. And I know that sounds weird, and maybe I think I might make a whole separate video on that. But anyway, I digress. I've been grieving. I digress a lot and often, so strap in, babe. Do not say what I think you're gonna say. Strap in before I strap you. God damn it! That was really loud. Sorry. Okay, sometimes I commit to the bit too hard. God damn it! Let me try again. Third time's a charm, go on. God damn it! Stop it with that gay shit. Homophobic. Homo-fucking-phobic. How can I be homophobic? The girl I edit for is gay. I hate that. I might just cut that whole thing out. Yeah, so I drank on grief once, and it was so bad. I literally had 4 drinks over the course of like 7 hours. I didn't hardly even get drunk, but it's such a depressant, and I'm already depressed. And so I woke up the next day and realized that I have to delete footage, which means that I have to be the one that entertains them while your stingy ass goes and deletes footage from your camera so you don't have to buy a new SD card. Is that what that means? Exactly. You know what? Fine. Do what you gotta do. Wow, you're not even throwing a fit this time. Girl, I'm just way too tired to deal with your bitch ass. I've had school all day. I don't want to fight you. Normally, she throws a fit about it. I mean, I wouldn't say I throw a fit, per se. Some might say, not me say. Como se dice? Oh, really? Roll tape.
Entertain you, I could just pull my titties out and make a quick buck, but no, God forbid.
Hey, it's another version of me here. The one that literally wants to blow my brains out because I'm in the editing process and I hate the editing process. Also, if you can hear that, yes, I'm shrieking over it. That's my fucking washing machine that does the absolute most. Anyway, I could only find one clip of me throwing a quote-unquote fit, and I'm too lazy to go back and look through the other footage, so haha, that bit's actually not that funny, but love you.
Honestly, the fact that I was the one that had to edit that in just to please you, God, it's nauseating. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. Yeah. Eat it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Love you. Love you. I'm just gonna be back. I added another pillow to sit on, and I like the height that we have going on. So yeah, I drank on grief, and I woke up the next morning, and it was so bad. The headspace I was in, terrible. Terrifying. Not good. And I decided that I needed to be sober for a little bit. Now, as far as sobriety goes, I don't know how long this is gonna be. I'm not putting a commitment on myself. And the other thing that I kind of like about this whole thing is that it is a very personal decision. I'm not forcing myself to be sober. Like, I literally am allowing myself, and I'm finding this in so many different areas in my life. Like, I'm literally just letting go and just being like, you know what? Whatever the fuck you want to do, actually, you can go do it. Like, seriously. If you want to go black out and snort 8 lines of cocaine, you can... Memories. You can go do that. I'm not gonna stop you. But the thing is, where I'm at right now, I'm just like, I don't actually want to do that. Which is crazy. Like, I never thought. I don't know. It just feels good to be the one that is choosing to abstain from alcohol right now. Does that make me better than anyone else? Obviously, I'm better than everyone. I'm kidding. Of course it doesn't. But this feels, I don't know. There is one more substance in my life that I'm really trying to kick, and it's fucking nicotine. Anyway, whatever. One thing at a time. But that one is so stupid. I cannot even. But again, well, another one. So my experience with alcohol in the past, let me just make sure that no one's hitting my line. Oh yeah, we have time. My experience with alcohol in the past has been shit. I had it in my head and I had it in my brain that I needed it to be fun. Like, I was very much a fun drunk. I am a fun drunk until it's hit or miss though, because some drunks, I am so devastated and so sad and so depressed and emotional, and I cannot get a grip of myself. And I overthink everything, and I hate myself when I get too drunk. Or I'm the life of the party, like the super fun one, like super uppity, talk to everybody, like, oh, she's just so fun and outgoing, like, all of that. So I kind of took on that role, I guess, without even meaning to, that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the fun drunk. Until I'm not. Until it destroys me mentally from the inside out. I know this sounds dramatic. It's not. It is just my experience. So if that's not your experience, that's great. I'm glad for you. This is mine, so shut the fuck up. Also worth noting, she is in fact very dramatic. I don't know why I told you, I'm in a pissy mood. I'm sorry. No, save those tears for your pillow. No whining. Breathing exercises. Now. Right. It's all good. It's all fine. It's cool. So, yeah, because another thing about it is, like, I got it in my head, like I said, that I had to be, like, the fun, outgoing life of the party, which is, like, such a stupid role to take on anyway. We as human beings like to take on these roles that are impossible to upkeep for a long period of time without exhausting yourself and running yourself stupid into the ground. Like, you pick up these roles that you feel like you have to fulfill all the time, and then when you don't meet that role, A, for yourself, and B, for the people around you get really weirded out because now you've put yourself in this fucking box, and they're just like, well, now you're not meeting this. Like, what the hell? And then they get all pissy, and then you're like, oh my god, yeah, this is perfect to go into ego death. You're like, yes, wait, this is exactly who I am. This is exactly who I've been. And then when life happens and you change, and it will, and you will, then you're going to be sitting there like, what the fuck? And other people are going to be sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm going to touch on this more later. I'm going to touch you more later. Sorry. Oh my God, you need to get laid. No, I know. It's bad. It's bad. And yeah, I'm going to touch on this more later because I've experienced this recently and it's just, it sucks. Also, the stomping upstairs, I don't know if you can hear it, but I swear to God, my upstairs neighbor's dog, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm so upset and fucking pissed off all the time. But then I'm also having a really good time. So, whatever. It's fine. And it's kind of fun being bitchy. Like, I'm not doing anyone any harm. If anything, I'm doing myself harm. So, like, everyone chill out. But, oh yeah, okay. So we're going to swing back to the whole ego fitting yourself in a box. But I put myself in this box with alcohol that I was like, I need to have a few drinks in me to be fun. And that was like a thing that I claimed. I don't know why, because last night I went to a party and I stayed sober. And I had some of the most fun of my entire life. I had so much fun, and it's because I just was loose and I didn't care, and I was embodying that energy that I take on when I have alcohol in me, not the depressed one. I left that at the door. But I took on the energy of the other one, that, like, the fun version of me. I, like, put that mask on, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, pretend that I'm drunk. Like, I love pretending. I love acting. It's fun. So I put that mask on. I was like, whatever. Just go have fucking fun. Who cares? Lo and behold, I had a great time. And I'm saying this out loud because I feel like I need to acknowledge that it is possible to have fun sober and not altered. And I know, here's the thing though, like, even saying that out loud, I'm like, ew, that is so cringy. Are you fucking kidding me? You sound like such a dud muffin. Oh, stay sober. Yeah. Sometimes it's necessary. And again, I don't want to sit here and come on here and be like, this is my sobriety journey, because I'm not committing that yet. I'm not there yet. Do I need to be sober at this point in my life? Yes. Do alcohol? Sure. Yeah. First grade called. They want me back. Do you guys know that song by Cher that's like, I want you back? That's first grade to me right now. But alcohol might find its way back in my life at some point. If it does, it cannot be the way that it used to be for me. In a nutshell, this is how alcohol and I used to be. I had this cute thing called the all or nothing mindset that I'm actively trying to subconsciously and consciously break out of. I have the all or nothing mindset. If I'm drinking, the past me would be like, we're not just having one or two drinks. You are going until you are fucked up. Like, there were so many nights, like, especially as a teenager, where I would take, oh my God, just off the top of my head, like, I would go to bed not knowing if I was going to wake up the next morning. That's how bad it was. Like, I was like, I could choke on my own vomit and die. So, meh. And it was a problem. And again, a lot of people chalk this up to just being young and, oh, we all do this. Does anyone ever stop to think about why we all do this? Like, why do we do that? Why is that normalized? That's sad. I know that we're, like, are all young and we're experimenting with all these new shiny things and it's really cool and fun. Drinking to the point of almost death is not cool and fun. And, like, that is a problem. We're running away from something. Whether or not we want to admit it, even if it's, like, a small thing, we're running from something. Oftentimes ourselves. Anyway, so I hope that no one gets on here and be like, oh, that's not a problem. You were just young. It was a problem. It was a problem. And I would blow shit up a lot of the time. Like, I would get really self-destructive and make really fucked up decisions. And, like, any ounce of peace and stability that I had built for myself, I'd fuck it up all in one night. And I would get trashed. And again, I wasn't the type of drunk, thank God, that would ruin other people's lives. I would just ruin, like, ruin's dramatic. I didn't do that. But I would, like, really, and the guilt and the shame and the next morning, and oh, it was tragic. It was so bad. And I'm just like, and the depression that would actively last me, not even just like the day after, like 3 days after, I would be like, and I already struggle with like mental health issues that I'm just now like realizing and recognizing and like, you know, again, already trying to work through. I was like, no wonder that alcohol made it bad. And also I have this need for like really like dopamine hits really quickly. And so alcohol was great because it would solve that dopamine craving. And there's a reason I love uppers so much, for the dopamine of it all. I'm trying to get better though. I'm trying to like bring myself back to a level state and regulate my nervous system. Ugh. It's so hard being healthy. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I will never judge a bitch for being like a little messy and unhealthy, because I'm like, this healthy shit is kind of annoying sometimes. Worth it? Yes. Annoying? Definitely. And I hate when people like romanticize. I mean, it should be romanticized. It is fun and classy. But also people are like, the soft, clean lifestyle. I'm like, can we not? Oh my God. No one gives a shit. Can you just be ugly for a second? Can you just embrace the humanness of it all? It's ugly sometimes. What's wrong with that? Anyway. Blech. People are gonna think I'm so cringy and pick me. I don't care. Let them. But yeah, my issues with alcohol were really bad, and it would also I thought in my head that alcohol was making me like more confident and like more vivid. It was not. It actually was slowly destroying my confidence as an individual. Because I would overthink and I would get in my head, I'm like, if no one wants me, like, I'm just ugly as fuck and I'm a piece of shit, and like, I shouldn't even, like, I got in my head, especially with drinking, I'm like, if no one like wants me or is pursuing me, it's so stupid. I'm like, I am just the worst and I'm a waste of space. I'm like, girl, you should not be thinking like that. That's so sad. I'm like, wow, God forbid you just be present in the moment. So yeah, I also would have this really horrible thing like every time I would drink, almost every time, even if I wasn't like hammered shit-faced. Wait, hold up, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to go back and put at the beginning of this video a warning, because the topic that we're talking about is like super dark and I don't want to hurt anybody. So yeah, actually, can you put a warning? Yep, of course. At the beginning of the video. This is gonna be confusing, but I hope you did. I did, don't worry. Thank you. I would make myself throw up every time without fail, like, because I didn't want the poison in my system, and I thought that I was doing a good thing by getting everything out of my system, including food and water. I can't. Even though the alcohol was already absorbed in my blood, and I'm just like, it was just a mental thing. Like, I associated with alcohol and throwing up. And a lot of the time, like, I would need to, because I was poisoning myself in such a detrimental way. Because again, when people are like, oh, that's not even, like, yeah, I got so drunk last night, I had like 5 White Claws. I'm like, I took 12 shots. 12. And I know people aren't going to believe this. That was one of the nights that I did almost die of alcohol poisoning, where we probably should have called the paramedics. Didn't. It was one of those nights where I was like, I might not wake up tomorrow, and that's fine. 12 shots of not just one, God forbid. No, I mixed vodka and tequila. Of course, naturally. Tequila is so cunty, though. But that's what I mean when I say the all or nothing mindset. I'm like, if we're doing this, we're fucking doing it. I don't care. Anyway, so it was a problem nonetheless. And it could have been an even worse problem, and it's been really, really bad this year, me and alcohol. I've regressed a lot with it. I was getting really okay and finding a good balance, and then I fucked it all up this year. A lot of reasons for that. But it's good because it's at a young age, it's presenting itself that's like, hey dude, this could be a problem, and it's been a problem in your family. A lot of alcoholism in my family and drug addiction. Like, hey girl, I'm just glad, like I said, I'm glad it's rearing its ugly head right now. Like, this could be a problem if you do not look at this right now. Do you want this to be a problem? And the person that I lost, like, her dying made me face all of this. And it's not fun, but I'm doing it. Because I hope to God that it's going to help me in the long run. And if not, it's all for nothing, fuck. So, all of that to be said, what is that thumping, dude? I don't know. Someone's hammering now. Can we just stop doing that? For the love. Ego death and alcohol. They correlate, not really. I guess I can't bridge the gap. But I had the most horrific form of ego death ever this year. Because I just moved away from home for the first time. I've been away from home in like monthly increments, but this is like the real deal. Like, not just like for 3 months. Like, I'm gone. Starting a new life in a new place. And I came here thinking that this new life would be... Oh, shit. I'm gonna try to shit and come and get you. Okay, take your time, because I might need a sec. I'm talking to you. I came up here so confident with my decision, and confident in, not really with myself. I knew I had a lot of shit to work through, but like I was ready for new, so I thought, and I was ready to leave adolescence behind, so I thought, and I was so confident about the group of people that I had selected to be my people up here, because the place I moved, I knew people already, and I was ready to start that life with them, so I thought. No way she's telling me to hurry. This is the slowest bitch in the lowest 46. Damn. Poor girl. Poor my friend. I don't know if I can say their name. Beth. I'm saying it. Just got such a stray from me. You are slow though. But I love you so bad, so I look past it. Anyway. So. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Because I'm being summoned. Fuck. So, and I came up here, and this entire year, all of these layers have been stripped away from me, and all of these things that I've known to be true, and all of these roles that I've taken on as a human being over the course of my whole 21 years, which I know is not a lot, but feels like a lifetime, have been slowly stripped away from me. And I've unraveled more as a human being than I ever knew it was possible to unravel in a short amount of time, and it sucked, and it was uncomfortable. And I literally would describe to people that I'm like, I just think I'm going through ego death, because there are all these things about me that are changing so fast, and the changes are actually a good thing in the long run, and like, where I'm at now, I finally feel more settled into it, but it was really hard for a second there, and like, everyone's like, ego death, what are you talking about? Like, you're still the same person. And I'm like, I'm not though. I'm not. And good. As much as it would be easier to stay the same, I couldn't do it any longer. And there were roles and things that I was actively taking on that were just no longer for me and for the path that I'm on. And alcohol was some of that. And again, I might find a balance with it, and I might introduce it back in my life at some point. Sooner, I don't know. Like, I don't have a timeline on it, and that's fine. I don't want to put that pressure on myself, because if I do put that pressure on myself, I feel like have a higher chance of like fucking up, but like, going back to what I knew with it. But I had all of these roles that I had taken on for years now, just as a person, and this specific person that I thought I was, and the specific person that I thought I needed to be, to appease other people, and appeasing other people appeased myself, until it didn't. Until I realized how fucking miserable I was, and how fucking awful these stories that I've been continuing to tell myself are, and how much I've put myself through the ringer to appease other people. And so, yeah, and I learned more about the world, and I did let go of a lot of adolescent shit, and it was weird, and there was so much going on, and part of me thinks that this ego death journey is going to be continuous, because I'm doing an ayahuasca ceremony soon, and I hear a lot of people go through ego death there, so great, bring it on, right? More on that later. But I think when people hear the term ego death, it freaks them out, because they're just like, oh my god, the hammering, I swear to God, there's going to be an actual death if they don't get their shit together. Seriously. But people hear the term ego death and are like, oh, that's so scary. And like, it can be. I get it. But also, just know, sometimes it's like necessary. And it doesn't have to be that deep. Like, ego death can literally just be like letting these parts of you go that are just no longer serving you. And like, them dying. But like, something that is necessary to keep in mind that I often forget is like something dying doesn't mean that everything is. Something dying is just making room for the new to emerge. And it's hard to see things like that. Trust me, I get it. I will spiral myself into just pure darkness and death because I'm so pick me. But ego death, don't get it twisted, does not mean that your soul is dying or anything like that. It just means parts of you are dying. That doesn't mean the whole person is dying. There's more for you, you know? And like I said earlier, this is going to be where I leave it, I think, because I got to get ready. But I just love talking to you so much. You're so hot. But anyway, I'm like, thank God that these parts of me are dying and these roles that I took on. And like, again, I said earlier, I put myself in this one box and I could not stray away from it. Humans aren't supposed to be in a box in any area of our life. Argue with a fucking wall. Yeah, scream as loud as you can. Thank you. I'm sorry. I am such a cunt right now. I'm not normally like this. Yes, you are, dude. No, I'm not. I'm really nice. But I want you to know that like you don't need to put yourself in boxes. That is so harmful because once again, if you set that standard for yourself and this is like the exact way you have to be and like this, that, and the other, and I think rigidness has a time and place like everything else. Like obviously there are certain, you know, actions that you take for yourself, but like if you put yourself in a box and then something in your life changes or you start to change and it doesn't fill that box that you've like set for yourself, you are gonna freak out and be like, what the fuck? That's fine. Dude, these roles that you've taken on, they do not need to be in your life forever. You do not have to be this one specific type of person forever. Like, obviously, I believe that everyone does have a core and like a way that they kind of operate just in general, and like obviously that ebbs and flows too given like where you're at in your life, but like you need to allow yourself to take on new roles that are going to serve you in the grand scheme of things and let ones go that are not. And I know that sounds this hippy dippy woo woo, but like not even in that way. Like even if you don't believe in the spiritual shit, like there are parts in your life that you play for yourself and other people. And a lot of those times, those aren't helpful. And I think a lot of people, like, again, freak out about ego death. And I might have her take, like, a little bit more time with ego death just because I do have to skedaddle. And I know, like, the definition of it might be a little different than what I'm saying, so I'm going to let her. Okay, actually, confession time. I'm just freeballing this script right now because I'm pretty sure parts of it are missing or got deleted, which is, I don't know, but the show must go on, so whatever. I am going to talk a little bit more about ego death because I looked up a definition of it, and the definition that Google gives is like, well, I'm just going to look it up again and try to like reshift it in a way that it doesn't freak you out because I need to make sure that I'm shifting it in a way that doesn't freak me out. Because I like to think that I have a pretty clear understanding of who I am, but recently not so sure. So ego death is the phenomenon that involves, this is so AI generated, the complete loss of subjective self-identity, where an individual feels a temporary or profound detachment from their own personality, memories, and sense of self. It is a profound state of transformed consciousness, sometimes described as psychic death or self-surrender, and it is key phase in mythological themes of death and rebirth, such as the hero's journey. Okay, I'm actually really glad they included that part because obviously because ego death is like labeled as such a scary thing because it's like I think it can be spun as a good thing if you like want to look at it like that, because if you lose your sense of self, you're obviously losing qualities that have been holding you back, whether you've realized it or not, or these stories that you've told yourself because of the way that your life has unfolded, that this is the exact way that you need to be. I think ego death, at least definitely for me, this whole year, has exactly been the whole like rebirth of it all. And I'm finally like I am holding on to qualities that like make my heart happy, or just like things that like I know I genuinely, that make me feel alive. And there are certain things obviously that we all have that we're all super drawn to, and I don't think ego death really takes that away. I think it can, obviously, if those things like don't really, like, I don't know, but I do think that you can kind of pick and choose the things that you love in this life and like focus on that, and even ego death doesn't really take that away, you know? Or if anything, it kind of shows you new things that you can figure out. So like, you're still a human being, like, after you come out of ego death, and you're not obviously the same human, but like, it doesn't, I think it honestly adds to you more than takes away. But that could just be my experience. I don't know. I can hear the comments being like, that's not how it works at all. So if that's you, oh my God, suck it. You're so annoying. I think it's the second time I've said suck it in this, which is, it's weird that it happened twice. I don't know. I don't like that. Anyway, I'm super uppity right now, so that's cool. I'm gonna eat some dinner, and that's that. Thank you for watching. Very discombobulated as of late, but who cares, right? But it's actually really interesting because I feel like because I am this way right now, I'm actually able to hold space more and help other people more because I'm being authentic for fucking once, and I'm not compromising myself anymore for the comfort of other people, you know? It's so cliche, but it's true. And it feels really good because I actually feel like I can help in a good way, in a way that's necessary, in a way that's not fake. So, yeah, anyway. Or maybe not. Maybe you just actually want to kick my teeth in through the screen. And if that's the case, then why are you still watching? Anyway, just some food for thought. I love you. You're doing great. Ease up on yourself, babe. You're good. This life is short. Just, I'm not ending it with that cliche quote. I don't know why I want to end this. I want to end this by ending me because I can't sign off. I can't do it. I'm super bad at outros. You should you should go listen to the song Outro by M83 because A, that'll give you ego death in the best way. I do still think I'm misusing that word, and then that you can pretend like that song is like playing right now, like over this outro, and it's gonna make it a whole lot cooler. So, yeah. Okay. Have a good day, Pookie. Yeah. I appreciate you. Love you. And I hope you don't go through ego death anytime soon. Woo! Peace. Mwah. Better. No. I can't stop. Even when I'm confusing myself with my own video that I'm making, I'm so overstimulated right now, I could throw up. Fuck, dude. There's like people driving past my window. Why is there other people existing that are not me? I'm the only one that can exist right now, okay? Can everyone chill out? Obviously, I'm kidding. No one get your fucking panties in a twist unless you twist them around me. Yep, of course. Son of Sam said y'all fuck with Elliott Smith? I gotta delete footage too. This is so hypocritical! Oh, she would kill me if she knew. This is gonna be such a bitch to edit. Ugh. Why do I do this?